What's going on, guys? Canon right here, and into this video let's talk about the latest lens that Canon filed a patent for. We're talking about the 14 to 35 millimeters f4. Yes, it's not 15, it's not 16, it's all the way down to 14 to 35 millimeters f4. Let's talk about it coming right up. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Canon right here, and before we jump into this video, let me remind you about this camera that I have in my hand, the Sony A7C black color, because this camera can be yours, guys, and I'm giving one away right here in the channel. All you have to do is simply subscribe to this channel right now, go enable notifications, and you must follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Canon Shutters. I'll be making the announcement on Christmas, so good luck to all of you guys. And by the way, this one is a worldwide entry, so I'll be shipping to anywhere in the world. So let's talk about the 14 to 35 millimeters f4, because we already have a 15 to 35 millimeter f2.8, which is, you know, kind of like the widest 16 to 35 out there. And now Canon is doing it again at 14 to 35 millimeters f4. Now, all this information comes from Nakashita, Japan, that reports, you know, this brand new patent filing. But this one can be a very exciting lens for several reasons. Now, we have seen a pattern from Canon releasing lenses that are much more affordable, lighter, smaller. For example, the 70 to 200 millimeters f4 is a very incredible lens that is, you know, as big as the size of a can of Coke, and the price is also way cheaper than the f2.8 version, has image stabilization and the whole 9 yards. So with this lens, we may expect something very similar, and I'm assuming that this lens may be even smaller than the 15 to 35 millimeters version f2.8, which is, you know, it's actually a light and small lens already, but having a lens that is going to be smaller, lighter, and the best part is that the rumors say that this lens may have internal zooming. Now, this feature alone is going to make this lens probably the go-to, 15, 16 to 35, 14 to 35 millimeter lens for gimbals, because you're not going to have to deal with the imbalance of the lens extending. So 14 to 35 millimeter f4, yes, it's not as fast as an f2.8, but for everyone that's actually filming outdoors, you know, f4 may actually be a great aperture, you know, to capture most of the things that you need. And the fact that it goes all the way down to 14, you know, you can actually get ultra wide angle, and then, you know, you get all the way to 35, which is such a versatile focal length. So f4, a lens that we don't know how much it's going to cost, but we are assuming that it's going to be way cheaper than the 15 to 35 millimeter version. Now, the other thing that it is rumored is that this lens is going to have image stabilization. So, you know, if you can get all this property in the lens that is smaller, lighter, internal zooming, and image stabilization, and also cheaper, I think this one is going to be a very popular lens. So let me know what you think about this lens, guys, in the comments down below. We don't know exactly how much this lens is going to be. We're going to be reporting more information, but the one thing that we know is that we're going to see this lens in 2021, and I'm assuming that we're going to see this lens first quarter of 2021, or at least, you know, being announced by then. So let me know in the comments down below, guys, and don't forget about, you know, this Christmas gift that it can be yours, the Sony A7C. Until then, guys, see you in the next video.